Welcome to the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, where we share practical tips and gentle guidance to help older adults stay safe, independent, and confident at home. I'm Robin Schiltz, Senior Home Safety Specialist, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. If you're caring for an aging parent, you've probably faced moments that leave you wondering what to do next. Today's topic is one that so many families struggle with. And if you'd like even more helpful resources, be sure to visit us at seniorsafetyadvice.com. So if you've ever said, "Dad, you really need to see a doctor," only to hear, "I'm fine," you're certainly not alone. It happens every day to families all over the country. Maybe Dad's been coughing for weeks, or maybe he's fallen a couple times. Maybe he's losing weight, forgetting things, or just doesn't seem like himself anymore. Yet every suggestion about making an appointment gets shut down. I get it, it can be frustrating, and sometimes it's downright scary. The first thing to remember is that refusing medical care isn't always about being stubborn. For many older adults, going to the doctor represents something bigger. It may mean they're admitting that they're getting older. It may mean they're afraid they're going to lose their driver's license, or they worry they won't be able to live independently anymore. Others have had unpleasant experiences with doctors in the past, and they simply don't want to go through it again. And sometimes they're genuinely afraid of what they might hear. Understanding the reason behind the refusal can completely change the conversation. Instead of asking, "Dad, why won't you go?" try saying, "Can you please tell me what's worrying you about seeing the doctor?" That one simple change shows curiosity instead of confrontation, and once people feel heard, they're often more willing to talk. Another mistake many families make is turning every conversation into an argument. The more pressure Dad feels, the more likely he is to dig in his heels. So instead of repeating, "Dad, you have to go," try talking about your concern. You might say something like, "I'm really worried about you because you seem more tired lately, and I would feel better if we knew what was going on. Please, Dad, go for my sake." Notice the focus isn't on telling him what to do, it's about sharing how you feel. And people generally respond better when they don't feel like they're being controlled. Timing also matters. Bringing up medical appointments during an argument is almost certain to not work. So choose a calm moment instead. Maybe you're having coffee together or you're taking a short drive. Relaxed moments like these can lead to much better conversations. It also helps to make the doctor visits seem manageable. Sometimes when you say doctor appointment, people imagine tests and x-rays and bad news and hours spent in waiting rooms. So instead you might say, "Let's just have a quick checkup for this one thing. Maybe everything is fine, and then that would give us both peace of mind." Keeping the first step small can make it feel much less overwhelming. Now, transportation can be another hidden obstacle. Sometimes adults won't admit that they're nervous about driving. Others don't want to bother anyone by asking for a ride. So offering to drive them, to stay during the appointment, and maybe to stop for lunch afterwards can turn the day into something that feels supportive instead of stressful. Sometimes it helps to involve someone Dad trusts, maybe a brother, a sister, a close friend, a neighbor, a pastor, a longtime golfing buddy. People occasionally hear advice differently depending on who's giving it. And that's not personal, it's just human nature. Of course, there are times when refusing medical care becomes much more serious. If Dad is showing signs of confusion, difficulty breathing, sudden weakness, severe pain, chest pain, signs of a stroke or another medical emergency, waiting is no longer the safest option. In those situations, immediate medical attention is necessary even if he objects. If you're unsure whether something is an emergency, it's always better to err on the side of caution. Another situation that deserves attention is when someone no longer understands the consequences of refusing care. Memory loss, dementia, and certain illnesses can affect a person's ability to make informed decisions. If that's happening, it might be time to speak with his physician, an elder law attorney, or another qualified professional about the next steps. Many caregivers postpone this because they worry they'll damage the relationship if they keep bringing up medical care. But the truth is, your relationship grows stronger when your parent knows your concern comes from love instead of control. You can't force another adult to make every decision that you think is best, but you can stay calm and keep communication open, and you can offer support without criticism. And you can continue reminding them that they're not facing these challenges alone. Sometimes the conversation that doesn't work today is the one that opens the door next week or next month. Kindness matters, patience matters, and staying connected often matters more than winning the argument. If you're dealing with this right now, I hope you'll remember that your goal isn't to win. Your goal is to help someone you love stay as healthy, safe, and independent as possible. Sometimes that takes one conversation, but sometimes it takes 10. But every caring conversation plants a seed, and those seeds often grow when we least expect them to. So thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me today. I hope this episode gave you a few ideas you can use next time you're talking with an aging parent about seeing the doctor. For more practical tips, articles, and free resources, please visit us at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And if you're looking for aging in place professionals in your area, be sure to visit our sister website at aginginplacedirectory.com. If you enjoyed today's episode, I would love it if you would subscribe to the podcast or to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. Until next time, take care of yourself and those you love, and remember that every small step forward in safety makes a difference. Take care. Thanks for listening. Bye.